Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away to start us off. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Getting set for first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Jennings. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when the QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too, and the diversity in this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
The Hokies are on the move. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Drones. Shoots it to the left. And that ball is picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On the ground, it's Bernard. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive 1st down play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On second down, he'll let it fly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He's looking to throw it. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Pick it up. You're embarrassing. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wants to throw. It's rising. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Virginia 10, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you into less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Line gets set, 1st down. To the air, it's Rising. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The lone back's got it. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. That defense got gas, but they finally get it to the turf at the 47.
You run those routes, those curl routes just like that. Those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football, so you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target over the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Virginia Tech 14, Utah 7.
The Hokies will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the boot, looking for his man. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Beefy. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Back to throw. It's Rising. Quick completion on the out. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again in this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Tootin. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, 3rd down, touchdown.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Back to pass, it's Rising. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Buys a little time with his feet. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
About to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs in that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On the run, it's Tootin.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target. You ain't lying. And a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Second down coming up. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want them.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Virginia Tech 14, Utah 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Dropping back, it's Drones. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. The 30, past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw, it's Drones. They're setting up the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the Hokies get it past the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches, but I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I'm going to sneak a drawing.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls it in. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. He's open on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for a gap. It's Tootin.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Drones. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room. The 20. Touchdown, Utes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
Virginia Tech, 14.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Pocket starts to collapse. Hey, that's a live ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw it again. He'll pull it down. And that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense is able to go out and shut the door. They put the clamps down. They've got a big lead, and with that fumble, they're going to win the game. You've got to give this defense credit for finishing.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.